You are listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense. Hello and welcome to... well, no, sorry, I thought I had a burp coming and then it didn't come. Oh no, wait, no, it's there, it's definitely there, it just doesn't want to come out yet. And I thought, well, no, sorry. I thought I've drunk too many fizzy drinks this morning, you know, because we all love a cup of fizzy milk followed by a fizzy tea and then a fizzy bovril, or maybe you call it fizzy Vegemite juice, and then some fizzy potato juice, fizzy hot chocolate, fizzy gravy, and a whole jug of, flat lemonade, just so I don't get stomachache. And I thought, after drinking all of that, maybe, I shouldn't start this week's show until I've done a really big burp, and it just doesn't want to happen, so, sorry. May as well start the show, right? I'm sure you don't mind, you listeners. Welcome to Radio Nonsense, the official, comedy club for kids. Nope, still not coming. Podcast suitable for all ages from, to, oh dear. I'm Tiernan, and maybe I should stand on my head. Oh, that's a tip for hiccups, isn't it? And, oh dear. And a burp is just a grown-up hiccup. I'm sure that's right, because a burp is when a hiccup has all grown up and gone to school and is now super qualified to be a burp. So you can just sort of let it out into the world, and then it goes and gets a job and stuff. I'm not sure what sort of... Nope. I'm not sure what sort of jobs burps do. Maybe they work on wind farms or for gas companies. I don't know. Anyway, I'm certain the stuff that works for hiccups is also going to work for burps too. It just needs help escaping, right? Doesn't it? Right, hang on. I'm just going to stand on my head. Right. Wow, this is quite difficult. Linda, can you hold my legs, please? Thanks, Linda. Okay, I can feel it now. Here we go. That's better. I feel amazing now. Sorry about that, everyone. Hang on, let me get back the right way round. Linda, let go of my legs, please. Linda? That's funny. I was certain there was a Linda here. Okay, right, I'll do it myself then. Right. Good, so thank you so much for listening to the show, and big thanks to Katerina and Kit Kat in the US for your lovely review, which is particularly amazing, what with you being cats. I'm not even sure how you wrote the review, as it must be hard using a computer with paws, and probably even harder for you to focus if you have a computer with a mouse. So thanks for the lovely reviews and all the amazing questions, including the Halloween ones you've been sending in. Don't forget, we are doing a Halloween special very soon, so any special Halloween questions, and indeed any questions you need answering at all, any suggestions for intros to the show, outros to the show, any farting gorillas, anything you like really, just get your warbling yoghurt faces, grown-ups, to help you email us at podcast@comedyclub4kids.co.uk. And also, I have to tell you this week that if you're a fan of Scream Street, which is on CBBC and the BBC iPlayer in the UK, or Amazon Video or Discovery Kids, or loads of other TV channels around the world, we at Comedy Club for Kids, this is very exciting, we've been doing a collaboration with them for the launch of their new Season 2 episodes. I've recorded some very special videos full of tips on how to do stand-up comedy yourself, and you'll be able to see them on the Mega Magazine and Scream Street YouTube channels from this week, and all of our Comedy Club for Kids places too. Luckily, I didn't drink any fizzy drinks the morning that we filmed them. I just had my usual bucket of minced mushrooms and shoelaces, so that meant I was able to do them all properly. Oh no, oh dear. Oh, I was certain that big burp was it, but sorry everyone. It turns out that burp had friends. Hang on a second. Right, here we go. Oh no, sorry, that was a chirp. Oh, it must have been that fizzy cockatiel I had earlier. Forget about that one. Sorry. Okay, right, while I check if there's any more, it's time for you to hear the most important bit of the show. That's right.
I just bounce until I got the pressure off.
I am joined today by Duncan Oakley, a.k.a. Dun Can Do Anything, Duncan 2 Can 3 Can 4 Can. Duncan, the UK's foremost stoat whirler, and of course, as all our listeners will know you from, you were the first person ever to point at a very large cheese. So, how are you, Duncan?
Thank you for that. People often forget the stoke whirling.
Yeah.
It's all about the cheese, and all my questions are usually about cheese pointing. But I haven't whirled a stoke for a few weeks now, and it's good that people remember still.
Is that why have you had a break? Is it not the right weather conditions, or what's the reason?
Oh no, just Brexit.
Oh right, sure.
And COVID.
Oh, of course, sure. Yeah, is it harder to get stoats imported now? Is that how it is, or
no, not at all. No, I just had to blame something, and those cropped to mind.
Oh, that's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, that's right.
Thanks.
I mean, it's quite a fantastic art what you do, because there's not many stoat whirlers out there, and I think it's a very sort of specific. Obviously, it's a very small community.
No, there's not.
But yeah.
My mum, when I was late teenager. I was always on time in my 20s, but always late as a teenager. My mum ran a pub in Gloucestershire, and that's where I learned the art of stoke whirling and cheese pointing, in fact.
Wow.
Very well known around Gloucestershire, cheese pointing and stoke whirling. Both come from
Is that right? I didn't realise they both originated from that same place. And yet both sort of appreciated for completely different reasons, because I think before people pointed at cheese, we just didn't know where it was.
No, they were actually invented on the same day.
Right.
Well, they not everyone wanted to point at cheese, so I can't imagine why. But apparently, not the whole town wanted to. So they came up with stoke whirling for the others to do, while everyone else was pointing at cheese. And actually, stoke whirling for a while became more popular.
Of course. Yeah, of course. I could see that. I could absolutely see that. And I think as well, probably you could whirl a few stoats and then have a bit of cheese once other people had pointed it out as a sort of reward.
Oh, yeah.
For your excellent stoat whirling.
Yes, it's hungry work.
Yes, I bet. What is your record for stoat whirling in a day? How many have you whirled?
Oh, I think, I can't really. Let me count them. If I count them on one hand, I think it's 73.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a lot. That is a lot.
I always remember that, because if I count them on one hand, there's still 2 fingers left over.
Sure.
I haven't counted
yet. Yes. I mean, that is the other thing
73.
You're known for, coming from Gloucestershire. Yes. And is there? Can I? I mean, I want to get into asking how you are really, but there's so much about stoat whirling I don't know. Can you whirl the same stoat out of that 73? Was that 73 different stoats? Can you whirl the same one twice? Or
yes, no repeats.
Right. No repeats. Right.
The next person can whirl the same stoats, but you have to whirl 73 different stoats.
Wow.
And you actually the first person to do it gets their pick of 100 stoats. But then obviously once they've been whirled and then the others are sat there waiting, everything gets a little bit chaotic come the end. So it depends where you go in the day. If you go first, then you stand the best chance. But if you're going last, then you're having to, round up a load of dizzy stoats.
Yeah, that's terrible. What do you look for when you get to pick? Are you looking for what are you looking for in your ideal stoat? Like, what's your ideal stoat? Is it an aerodynamic stoat? Does it have to have hair in a certain way?
I've never really thought about that. I honestly just thought I was going for the most convenient stoat. But a lot of people over the years have pointed out that I tend to go for stoats that look like me.
Well, I would say, I mean, I look at you and I think you're quite a sort of whirlable person. Like, I'd have thought, to be whirled, I'd have...
Yeah, I've been whirled.
Yeah.
I've been whirled all around the world.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, so I just assumed that there's obvious qualities that I can't quite pinpoint what they are, but...
Yeah, I've just never put it together before, but apparently that's a thing. Apparently a good stoat whirler will go for a stoat that reminds him of himself or herself.
Well, I should say to any listeners, if you are inspired by this, to take up stoat whirling, which is it's not easy. It requires a lot of practice, as far as I understand. But do look up Duncan online, look at his picture, and then look for stoats that look just like him.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, there's a couple of people have put them side by side up there already, so you can see the similarity. Really, I don't see it myself, but apparently everyone else does.
Sure. It's always hard to tell these things yourself. It's
Yeah.
Wow. Well. Apart from the stoke whirling and obviously the cheese point, which I haven't talked about much because I know you said everyone does. I don't want to be just another podcast that asks you about cheese pointing. I don't want to be another one. It's boring, isn't it?
Well,
But
yeah.
But how are
I mean,
you?
cheese pointing itself is quite boring.
Sure.
I love it, but it is quite boring.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, but it's so necessary. I think I'd forget where a lot of cheese was without it. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If no one had ever pointed at cheese, where would we be?
Yeah, exactly. Well, not in the cheese aisle. We'd be elsewhere.
No, exactly.
Without cheese. So
Exactly.
it's important. It's important. But yeah. So
Yes.
how are you apart from all those things? You said you haven't world stoked for a
gosh,
few
it's
weeks. So what else have you been up to?
So many questions. How am I? How am I? How on earth have I happened? I don't know. Wow, I don't know.
Whoa.
How am I? Why am I?
That's a bigger question, isn't it? Why am I?
Why am I?
Yeah.
Why am I? Do you know, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's a
I don't know.
tricky
How do I
question.
find out? I'll Google it.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder. I could maybe one of the children listening to this can ask in the future why am Duncan Oakley, and maybe we can then get another guest to answer.
Why am Duncan?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you've not Googled it before?
No, I've never Googled anything.
Huh? You never Googled a single thing?
No.
Wow. How do you find stuff out?
I go out into the street and I ask about,
Sure. That's
I
really
ask
handy.
about. I'll go up to someone and, excuse me, do you know the world record for,
Yeah.
cheese pointing? Quite often they see it coming. You're not chicken us like that, Duncan. We know it's you. So, but it's fun though, isn't it, to be reminded?
Of course. But is that the only question you're asking people when you go? Because, I mean, there's sort of people in your area I'd have thought would be ready for this. But if you need to, I just worried, like, what if you need to know the fastest route between, where you live and, I don't know, Land's End, then you'd, would they know the answers to that?
I suppose they would. I don't know. I haven't asked them yet. I will do. I'll let you know how that goes. I would personally just drive to Land's End several different ways and time them.
Sure.
And then I'd see which one was the fastest.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that is a very sensible way. I mean, what I do think that Google is almost too easy, and I think that what you're doing is there's something sort of real roots and real original finding out about it, and I respect that a lot. But my concern is how knowledgeable the people in your area are, and if there's some things we'll just never find out if we were to only ask them.
Oh, they're very knowledgeable, much more knowledgeable than you or I. Yes, they know everything around here.
Oh,
everything.
Wow.
Yeah, they know things about me that I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know.
Yeah, sure, of course.
You see?
Yeah.
And yet they do.
That's quite amazing.
They do know. They'll know things about you.
They probably do. I haven't got a clue about most things about me. I don't even know what socks I'm wearing right now. I might not even be wearing socks. I don't know. It's a real mystery.
Can you not Google that?
I could. Hang on. Let me just check. I'm going to do it while we're talking. Am I wearing socks? Oh, that came. Am I wearing socks? It doesn't actually tell me. It just says, do you have to wear socks? Is it gross not to wear socks? Are you weird if you wear socks to bed? It doesn't give me a definitive answer.
It's a yes to all of those, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Is it weird to? It says, is it weird if you wear socks to bed? I don't know. It depends on how cold your bed is.
It depends where you wear them, doesn't it? If you wear them on your hands, then that'd be weird. Yes. On your ears, maybe that's a good idea in winter. Keep your ears warm, especially if you've got long ears.
Well, exactly, and I think like dogs often, their ears look quite warm, and when they've got long ears. So I'd have thought if you make your ears longer, maybe there's more.
Yes, always put socks on dogs' ears in the winter.
Exactly, it's a really nice thing to do if you've got a cold-eared dog.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you wear them on your feet to bed, I'd have thought that's probably not weird, unless say the rest of the thing unless you're wearing a chicken costume and just socks on your feet or something like that. Then that is a bit weird.
Oh yeah. Yes, you forget some people wear chicken costumes to bed.
Yeah, which I think is a bit weird. Mainly because chickens don't really sleep in a bed, so it just looks a bit strange.
Do they not?
Don't they just sort of sleep like in their coop? In their
Hang on, let me go and ask my neighbours.
Yeah.
No, they don't. You're right.
There you go. There you go. So, well, your neighbours really do know everything. They're really wow. I'm really impressed with them. Actually, have they ever thought about setting up a website or something like that?
I don't know. I haven't asked them.
do you want to go check?
I don't know. I suppose. Yeah, I could. I'll ask them later.
Okay, sure. I do worry. I do find it weird that your neighbours are all hanging around outside the front of your house. Just to
the Googles, yes. Mr. and Mrs. Google stand about in the street all the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Collecting information.
Right, okay.
Nice people. Oh, Google, I've just realised that's the same name, isn't it?
Yeah. How strange.
That's odd. What a coincidence.
That is very weird.
I'll ask them later if it's coincidence.
Yes. Well, who knows? I mean, it's an absolutely fascinating place that you live in, Duncan. I'm very envious of it. No one on my road knows anything. So I've asked them all sorts of things. They haven't got a clue. No, they're really, really stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, what a dumb road.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's probably why I live there. So it's nice to fit in amongst the community. So
probably makes you feel quite clever, doesn't it?
It does, and I'm hoping it's only a matter of time before I'm crowned king, and then I can rule them all. That's my overall plan.
Nice.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, you've got overalls as well.
Yeah, it's a king over. Yeah, that's royal overalls. That's what kings wear, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure it's what
royal overalls.
Yeah,
splendid.
Yes, very nice.
Oh, I can see you in those. You'd look really good in those.
Thanks very much. I always just I like the idea with overalls that you don't have to think about what to wear because you've got overalls on. It's like I'll just put overalls on, and then that's everything. You haven't had to also put a t-shirt on or pants or whatever. It's just everything, isn't it?
You can wear whatever you want underneath.
Exactly.
Chicken costume, socks.
Yes. Yeah. Overalls really are underrated. Actually, I think no wonder the royals wear them. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm glad. We still don't know how you are, or in fact, why you are. I think we vaguely know where you are. I think I know what you are. You're a Stoke Whirling cheese pointer of a man.
Yes, and I think I'm all right with that. Kind of makes me feel happy.
Absolutely, and it should do. It absolutely should do. And I mean, I've got you on the podcast for a very specific reason of answering a very important question. But before we get to that point, Duncan, I've got to ask you some other questions first, and one of which is this is an audio podcast for people to hear with their ears, unless they've got socks on their ears. Obviously, that would make it quite difficult. But because it's audio and is the noises, I wondered if you had a favourite noise that you could share with us.
A favourite noise? I like this one.
Wow.
That's good, isn't it?
What was that? Wow, but it's like a backwards whistle, though. Yeah.
It is a backwards whistle with some sort of vibration, some sort of tremolo, maybe?
Yes. It's
an ascending backwards whistle with vibrato.
It's like it sort of reminds me of, say, if a bird was going down a water slide, but further away from you. So they start near you and then go down the water slide and they're gone. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yes, that's a good noise.
Yeah, that is good. Can you do it the other way? Can you do it as though the bird is hurtling towards you? Whoa. Yeah. That is what happened at the end there?
I think we can all understand what happened to that naughty bird.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's quite obvious. Wow, well, thank you. That is an absolutely fantastic noise, Duncan. We've not had that on the show so far, so I'm very pleased. And the other thing I have to ask you, of course, is that this is a family-friendly podcast for people of all possible ages that you can. I mean, think of an age. Can you think of an age?
Can't think of anything. 7?
Yeah, it's suitable for 7-year-olds. That's right. That is any age you think of, it is suitable for them, unless you think of 104, in which case it's not. But other than that age, it's suitable for everyone.
No, I wasn't thinking of 104, but I am now.
Well, don't. Stop it. Stop it.
Is it a warble? Is it a warbling whistle? It's got a
There's a
warble
little
to it.
warble to it. But then does that mean it's a warble rather than a whistle?
It's a whistle.
Oh, I like that.
A
Whistle sounds very pleasing.
Whistle.
I'll just have a whistle, please. There's something quite
A
nice.
whistle.
Yeah.
It's a whistle.
Yes,
Yes.
it's lovely. It is lovely.
Yeah.
Well, now hopefully that stopped you thinking about being 104. I was just going to say, because this is for people of all the possible ages that you can think of apart from 104, I just need to check if there are any rude words that you won't be saying during this show.
Oh, goodness, yes. I would never use the word bingle thwap.
Oh, no. Oh, good. Please don't. That's awful. That is an awful word.
Disgusting, isn't it?
Bingle thwap is truly terrible. Yeah, really, really disgusting word, actually. Yeah, no, thank you.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Disgusting.
Yeah.
One of my neighbours came in here this morning, did a massive bingle thwap, and then left.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yes.
That's disgusting. They didn't clean it up.
Really is. No, nothing. Just left.
Wow, that's dangerous, well, because you could slip on that too and have an injury.
Dangerous.
You know.
Who goes to someone's house and just does a bingle thwap and then?
I don't know. Only an.
Anyway, I won't be using that word. That word is awful, isn't it? It's truly.
It's really
dreadful
upsetting.
behaviour
It's
an unspeakable word.
Yeah, no, thank you. Please don't use bingle thwap. I also won't use bingle thwap even once in the show, just to make sure.
Oh,
it's
I'm not going to say bingle thwap.
No, don't.
Let's not say bingle thwap together.
Yes, we shall never say bingle thwap together. I appreciate that.
Never.
Thank you. Thank you for respecting the show and people of all possible ages. Well, that was. I didn't expect the word to be quite so harsh as that, but we'll move on. I'll get over it.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. These things happen, and I appreciate you not using it. So,
no, I would never use the word bingle thwap.
No, I know, and I wouldn't use bingle thwap either. Definitely not. I haven't tried not to even think about it, to be honest.
Absolutely,
I feel a bit sick inside my mouth.
Doesn't even bear dringling about. Does it?
Doesn't. No. Don't. Oh,
sorry, I didn't mean to pop that.
Oh gosh, I don't just.
Filthy.
No, don't say drink. Please don't say dringling.
Oh,
I misheard.
Oh, goodness.
I thought you said yeah. Oh gosh.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Goodness.
We'll add that to the list. Right. Okay. Well, Duncan, the reason I do have you here is I've got you on this podcast very specific. We've had a question come in, and I know that you're the man that knows the answers. In fact, there's two questions, and I know you know the answers to both of them. So
right.
These have been sent in from Harry Graves, which he hasn't put his age. I assume it's a
Harry.
child. Oh, you know Harry, do you?
No.
Oh, sure. I mean, to me, it sounds like a real detective name. It's Harry Graves. Watch out for Harry Graves.
Harry Graves. Yeah. Do you know, it does ring a bell. Oh, is he a bell ringer?
He might be, yes.
Yeah, that's why.
Yes,
Harry Graves, detective come bell ringer.
Yes, which is, I mean, those two jobs do go together quite a lot, especially when you sort of raise the alarm. Yeah.
Where does Harry live?
I don't know. He hasn't stated where he's lived or his age. In fact, he's given us very little information, which may be because he's a detective and he needs to keep it secret.
Yes, probably, absolutely. Yeah, keep it under wraps.
Unless his name is Harry and he lives in Graves. Maybe he's a skeleton.
Oh, yes, he might be, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, who's to say? It's not me. It's not me. Maybe your neighbour. You should maybe check with your neighbours. I don't know.
Maybe he was dying to get that job.
Oh, yes. Yeah, very possible. Yeah. So, I mean, we could be talking to a skeleton.
So what's his question? What's good old Harry? Good old Harry. What's his question?
Well, he's got two questions. Do you want to hear both, or do you want to take them one at a time?
Are you going to pause in between them, or read them both out as one question?
Oh, I see.
Should we do one at a time? Let's do one at a
time. Okay. Yeah, it's very sensible. Very sensible. Right. Yeah. Question number one. This is quite a big question, actually. This is, why are bananas yellow? I don't know if that's how he asked it. That's just the tone of voice I thought I should read it in.
No, that's exactly how Harry would ask. If I know Harry like I know Harry, which I suppose I don't, that is exactly how I'd imagine he'd ask it. Why are bananas yellow? Well, that's simple, actually, Harry. Because if they were green, they would be cucumbers.
Oh, my goodness. That's really obvious, actually, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Of course it is. Yeah. And then that would be, I mean, like, you wouldn't want a cucumber split. That would taste disgusting.
Oh, cucumber split.
Yeah.
No.
Cucumber milkshake. That'd be disgusting, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that. I
Yeah.
don't want that.
No. Cucumbers are really disappointing. I like cucumbers are so much water that I don't know what the point in eating them is. I do eat them.
They're basically they're crunchy tubes of water, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind a cucumber.
No.
Just not by surprise when I'm going for a banana.
Yes, I think that would be the most. And can you imagine monkeys would get pretty upset if they had to suddenly eat
Absolutely,
cucumbers,
they
wouldn't
would.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Good old Harry, keeping monkeys happy.
Yes. Well, I've got. I mean, my question for you though is because yellow can be quite a warning sign. Like, obviously wasps are a bit. Well, they're yellow and black, and like when you see like
Yes.
road signs that say like warning, falling like sky or whatever it is that they warn you about, they're always in yellow. So should we be worried about bananas? Is it a warning sign?
No, it's there's a species of banana that is dangerous, but you can tell the colours of the stripes. They have like the black stripe down them. I think it's the other way around. The dangerous banana is black with thin yellow stripes.
Whoa.
But I think the banana actually emulates it. It copies it to pretend to be dangerous, to keep away predators.
That's very clever.
It is. Nature is a wonderful thing. Cucumbers, of course, no disguise.
Yeah.
No disguise at all. No defence.
No.
Unless they're surrounded by lots of greenery, which they always are.
Yes, I mean the thing
in which
is,
case, very good defence.
If you drew a little face on a cucumber, it would look a lot like a snake. So maybe that's what they're hoping will happen.
I'm gonna go and do that immediately after this. I will take my pen to the greengrocers, and I'm going to go and draw eyes on all of the cucumbers.
And then you're going to cause chaos. People are like, can I have a cucumber? Ah, there's snakes! Snakes everywhere!
Stand outside and film them running out of the shop.
Yes.
It's an excellent way to spend an afternoon.
I think it's a very joyous way, isn't it? There are... I'm gonna come in with a tangent question though, right? Because courgettes are also green, but are clearly not cucumbers.
Masters of self-defense. Very dangerous if you upset a courgette. Delicious if you cook them, obviously, but
what happens if
and
you
good
upset
for you
one?
too.
What do they do?
You don't want to know. Let's just say that bingle thwaps are the least of your worries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know you weren't going to say that, but I'll let you say that there because I think it's important as a sort of warning message.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that word.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And so what I mean is, if you got a courgette, a cucumber, and a banana together, maybe if they all walk into a bar or whatever it is that they do, you've got to? What are the tips to kind of make sure they're all different?
Well. Here's the thing: the way that they are actually. If you look at how they are made, you'll know the difference, because the banana is yellow because it is actually filled with sunshine.
Oh, that's nice.
They only grow in hot countries and hot conditions, and they are actually filled with sunshine, which is yellow during the day, and goes orange later on in the evening. But bananas don't; they stay yellow. They're very much a daytime fruit. But whereas courgettes are made of bogies,
right?
So
wow,
yeah.
Is that like one super long bogey, or is that a collection of smaller bogies?
Oh no! What they it's a collection that sort of mutates. It sort of melts into one,
right?
Which is why you have to cook them.
Yes, but there's a very interesting thing because, right, so my experience of bogies is they're often quite salty, and courgettes, you have to put salt on them to kind of get them less sour. So is that what happens?
Yes.
Do bogies turn sour when they become a courgette? I mean, this is fascinating.
No, what happens is when they all melt together as one big bogey, it uses up all of the salt to do that.
Yeah.
So all of the salt will have left the courgette by the end. So you put salt on them to remind them of who they are, where they came from.
That's right. That makes sense. That makes absolute sense. Yeah, that's great. And then I guess if you don't want a courgette, you should just sort of put it in a tissue and put it in the bin. Should you?
Yeah, absolutely. Just wrap it up in a tissue and put it in the bin.
I suggest, maybe try that at the greengrocers as well. If you just pop, once you turn all the cucumbers into snakes, then start putting all their courgettes in the bin.
Courgettes in the bin. Yeah, very good.
I should also say that for listeners in America, they call courgettes, is it zucchini?
Zucchini.
Yeah,
and of course, the banana they call a tomato.
Right, is that right?
Yes, and a tomato they call a potato. So the banana is a tomato in America, and the tomato is a potato.
Wow.
A tomato.
So when you have, say, pasta with tomato sauce, you're having pasta with banana sauce?
So long as you don't get it confused with a cucumber, yes.
Oh, gosh, of course. It's really complicated, isn't it? No wonder. I mean, this is...
Oh, it is.
I probably shouldn't leave my road ever. Otherwise, I'll just end up eating bananas at the wrong time.
Absolutely.
No one wants that sort of chaos. Yeah.
No.
Wow.
No.
Well, thank you, Duncan. That was a very thorough answer, and I really appreciate your wisdom.
Anytime.
On that one. Of course, Harry has asked a second question, which...
why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? And this question, I mean, I've got questions about this question, but I'll ask it, and we'll see how it goes. Harry has simply asked, and again, I don't know how he said this, but I'm going to read it in the voice I think he said this. Why are animals cute? I think that's probably how he said it.
That is exactly how he would have said it. Knowing Harry like I know Harry, which I don't, I think that's exactly how. How would he have asked it?
Why are animals cute? Yeah, like that.
That is exactly how he. That's so Harry.
Yeah, totally Harry.
Why are animals cute? Well, obviously, animals are cute to stop people eating them.
Right.
Not entirely true. I just know that from my own daughter's perspective, she looks delicious. She's only a baby. She looks delicious. But the only reason I haven't found out is because she's so cute.
Sure, and that stops.
So I assume that would apply to any of us.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I haven't been eaten. Look how cute I am.
Yes. I think it's been it saved you quite a number of times actually, hasn't it?
Yeah,
being eaten.
Yeah.
I mean, the worry I would have is surely sometimes you see things that are cute and you think, well, that's probably going to taste quite nice if it's cute.
Yes, I think I'm entirely wrong in this answer. The more I think about it, why are animals cute? No, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because also my big issue with this is that I don't think all animals are cute. I think some of them don't look that. If you've ever seen a picture of like a blobfish, I suppose it's a fish, not quite, but it's not very. It looks like a sort of melting face, and I don't think that's cute.
It's it's a disgusting looking creature, isn't it?
Yeah, toads.
Not cute. Not cute like a nice crocodile.
That's it. Well, they've got a lovely smile.
They have. It goes a long way.
It does go a long way. I think it's really important.
It goes a very long way.
Yes.
Right to the back of the head.
Yes. Yeah. So, that's my problem with this. So, I mean, I don't know if he just means why are cute animals cute, or maybe Harry thinks that all animals are cute, which is quite a lovely sort of nature outlook on life. But
yes, I suppose so. And I guess in America, again, for those listeners over in America, are you being cute with me? That's is that an American expression or is that an English expression? Don't be cute with me. I don't really understand what that means.
No, I don't know. Isn't it because if something's acute, doesn't that mean it's got sort of quite sharp angles? Is that what it? Is that like?
Why are animals acute?
Does that? Yeah, unless he means angles acute, and then
animals acute. It depends what angle. It depends what angle they're at.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether they're at an acute angle or a reflex angle.
That's right.
Or obtuse. You're just being obtuse.
Am I?
I don't know. I think that's another type of angle.
Right. Yeah. So it's if
when you go to school, Yeah, that's where all this stuff is.
Yeah, I don't think I learnt any of that in my school. I think we mainly
Right.
learnt how to throw crayons at things.
Yes. Oh,
And eat
crayons.
crayons. Yeah.
Those the purple ones are delicious, aren't
That's
they?
so tasty. Yes, that's so tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's flavour quite unlike anything else. But then you end up with very waxy poos. You see, you have to poo candles, and that's tricky.
If you've got as far as swallowing and digesting it, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I'll agree there.
Which
yeah.
is tricky.
Very waxy poos.
But I do wonder if maybe if lots of animals are at acute angles, then it's maybe for sort of, I don't know, sleeping reason, you know, because if you've got like a lot of gophers living together, maybe if they all sleep at different angles, they can all fit in the same little gopher burrow. Maybe that's what he means.
Yes. Yes, I suppose so. You're going to be at quite an acute angle there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is it two animals together at an angle? I mean, at angles to each other?
I don't know.
Or is it one angle bent in half? I mean, a snake.
Yes.
Back to a snake. I mean,
it depends on what you're building with them and how you're using. If you're sort of building a whole structure out of snakes / cucumbers with faces, then you are probably going to use fewer snakes because you can bend them at different angles to create a structure. Whereas if you're building a whole building out of something like mice, you probably need many of them at different angles to each other.
Yes. Now, the last time I saw mice was in a pet shop. Now, what I did notice was with the little mice enclosure they had there, people going in looking for a pet, they quite often chose the mice that were at acute angles to each other. You often hear children and their parents in there going, "Oh, look at them, aren't they cute?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cute." And it's the ones at an acute angle that they tend to choose. I have noticed that.
I think that's probably makes sense, doesn't it? That does make sense.
It's probably for pet shop selection.
Yes, I mean, I wonder if something that we haven't thought about maybe is that Harry says, why are animals cute? A lot of the time we see animals, they're either at the zoo and they know they're being watched, so they're pulling like their cutest faces, or they're in photos or nature documentaries where it's like, well, I'm on TV, so I better put my makeup on.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Look really
Well,
cute,
they have a makeup artist for them on TV. Yes, absolutely. They wardrobe dress them up and they're ready for the part. But in the wild, I don't know if they are so cute all the time. I mean, if I wasn't, being filmed, I don't think I'd necessarily dress up that day if I wasn't leaving the house.
No. Well, and
just
also,
probably stay in my.
You've got quite a lot of hair on your face, as have I. And I don't know how you are first thing in the morning, but my hair all over my face is a mess. So if I had an even hairier face,
oh gosh, I have hairy eyes. When I wake up, I've got very hairy eyes, and if I have to brush my eyes so that I can even see how hairy the rest of my face is.
Yes, that's you need a special eye brush for that, don't you? It's very very careful. Yes.
I've got eye brushes, eye combs.
Yeah, very tricky. So, but this is what I mean is if you then had a whole hairy face like a meerkat or a warthog or something, I don't know what that would look like first thing in the morning because you'd have hair everywhere.
I've only ever seen them in the afternoon.
Exactly.
Never seen a meerkat first thing in the morning.
No, neither have I.
No. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a conundrum, isn't it?
It is.
Good question, Harry.
It's a very good question. Yeah, very good question. But I mean, you've given several answers there, really.
Oh yeah, and I doubt any of them are in any way accurate.
Do you want to check with the people on your street?
Let me go and ask. Hang on, let me just. Yes, they don't know.
Oh, wow! Maybe we've discovered one of the biggest mysteries of all time.
Well, I got a feeling that they do know and don't want to tell me, but I might be wrong.
Fair enough. Is it? I mean, the question I haven't asked you is: does it help if stoats are cute when you're whirling them, or is it better to whirl an ugly stoat?
I think, to be honest, I mean, I've whirled them all. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah. I didn't want to question your professionalism and your talent, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Stoke's a Stoke, isn't it? It's getting world, you know.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Wow. Well, look, I feel like I'm sort of I worry that we haven't given Harry a definitive answer there, but I feel like, you know, there's a lot to think about, and hopefully that will help his.
Yeah.
He's a detective. He can probably work it out.
Yes, is he getting us to do his work for him?
I do worry that
is that what's happening?
Yeah. In which case,
he's sneaky, isn't
really
he?
Sneaky. Not having it, Harry Graves. I'll be honest. Not going to do your work for free. I think you should do some of this investigating.
Harry Graves, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You professional sneak.
Wow, unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That's the last time I get fooled by Harry Graves, I'll tell you that for nothing.
I'll bet it's not.
Yeah, no, it probably isn't. No, probably happened tomorrow.
It's the last time they'll do it for nothing. Next time they'll charge them.
That's it. That's it. Well, thank you, Duncan. That was, I think, fascinating answers and non-answers.
Thank you.
And what have you got ahead? You got more? You obviously not Stoke whirling for a while. Have you got stuff coming up the rest of the day?
No. Stoke season is over now. We're getting ready for the spring season. In the meantime, I suppose I'll be painting all the snails that I've amassed over the last few months.
Yeah.
And stringing them together. So
Good.
Getting ready for Christmas.
Of course. Yeah. Lovely. That's lovely preparation. I forgot. It's so much fun doing that. And of course you can do that with the children and everyone gathers around.
Yes, I paint the children and string them together. Especially if they're curled up like snails.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. Well, wow. Well, considering you've got quite a lot to do, and obviously you've got to go paint those cucumbers. So,
yeah.
You know, I appreciate you having the time to chat.
Down to the greengrocers for me.
Well, have a lovely time.
Put some eyes. Thank you very much. No, you have a lovely time.
No, you have a lovely time.
No, you have a lovely time.
You have a lovely
time. Tell me what to do. No, you have a lovely time. Fine. I'll go and have a lovely time then.
Good. Right. See you soon.
Good then. Yeah, I hope so. Cheerio.
Bye.
Might just belch until it got the pressure off.
Oh, sorry. I think there's still something that needs to come out. Hang on. No, I'm okay. Big thank you to the brilliant Duncan Oakley for answering Harry's excellent questions. I hope, Harry, you are happy with the answers, though, as we have said, we're not going to help with any more of your investigations for free. Next time, we will demand payment, preferably in crisps and not fizzy drinks. Duncan has a brilliant children's book out that I think is probably for, Nope, we're okay. That is for ages, 3 to 7-ish. But if you're 8 or older, you could just read it while sitting in a small chair or wearing pyjamas that are too small for you or something, because it is really funny and you should all read it. Anyway, it's called The Animal Code, and I've popped a link to it in the podcast blurb should any warbling yoghurt faces want to get it for you. Sorry, grown-ups, I mean. No, sorry. Anyway, while I've got a whole elephant suitcase full of questions here, and I know you're thinking, don't you mean trunk? No, silly. I mean the thing an elephant takes on holiday. They can't put their trunk in the luggage hold. Come on. While I do, while we do have a lot of questions to get through, if you have one you really need answering, do send it in. And if it's a Halloween one, it might jump the queue straight to our Halloween special that will be out very, very soon. And of course, come and see us live if you can by checking out comedyclub4kids.co.uk, and hopefully we'll be somewhere near you very soon. Oh, right, okay, I'm going to give this one last go. Yeah, here we go. That is so much better. That's the last time I drink all those fizzy drinks for breakfast. They just aren't good for you, you know. Much better to just have a strong cup of alligator sneeze with a hint of measles. Check out my vids with Scream Street, and we'll see you all next week. Bye! You have been listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense. it's the end.